But also at that time, because Razorblade Romance was an album that nobody was really, or let's say the industry wasn't expecting that to be such a hit that it was. It meant that now there was like 17,000 different A&R people from the record companies and different whatnots in the studio, and everybody had an opinion. You know, that was like, it became really, really frustrating. and then we ended up working on the album for about 11 months. So it was a long time, and we were touring in between. Nobody, you know, we started out with a song that sounded like kind of like Queens of Stone Age or something, and then it turned out sounding like something totally different 11 months later, because we were just so bored of the song already that we just kept on like switching it over. And then John Fryer, who came into our help and mixed a few songs, he said that we should have recorded the whole album from scratch again, just at the very end, because you so easily, as a band, you lose the sound of an album, and the sound of five guys being in the room together. That's sort of like, I don't know what to call it, a magic.
Were you guys kind of second guessing yourselves? And
yeah, I guess so. But you know, I think that's pretty too, and that's beautiful and endearing. You know, having insecurities recorded on tape for the whole world to see is pretty cool.
That's interesting.
Kinda.
Is that the first time you feel like that was put on tape? Insecurity?
No, there has to be some percentage of it on each and every album, I guess. You know, a bit of the you have to be a bit naive. You know, if you're a musician, there has to be that sort of like blue-eyed, and gotta be a kid in a candy store whenever in the studio, sort of thing, or writing a song or whatever. You know.
Yeah. Well, this is the first album with the current lineup.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So when you're in the studio, are things starting to click in a way that they hadn't before?
No, that happened with Love Metal. You know, Burton, who joined the band, he played only a few songs on Deep Shadows and Brilliant Highlights.
Okay.
I played some of the really bad organs and whatnot there. Yeah, but it was like we were like in this situation of this states of eternal change. You know, like we didn't know what's going to happen next week, and like producers were flying in, and it was confusing. So I think that afterwards, the touring that album, that's kind of like that made us gel, you know, as a band a bit more, you know.
Cool.
Because, you know, when you see your good friends kind of like being, because you're pushed and you get stressed out and you're not given enough time to maybe rest. And how you deal with that being young is that you party more. And then at some point there's like you know, bang your head into a wall, and then you gotta, I don't know. It's interesting, but I think that everybody has to at some point go through that sort of thing.
Yeah.
You know, you never know what's enough until you know what's more than enough. You know.
Is this